So here we're going to activate this bonfire again. That way I don't have a repeat. We're going to access our bottomless box for a few things. So number one, we want one sunlight metal. I think I can give it a crack, or what I want to do, I can give a cracked red eye orb to. I can give you, and you. Wow, I don't have a lot of those. I should probably farm off screen real fast. I might have to do that. Oh well, whatever. Do it later. Apparently I can actually use you guys. You're not. Give all the stuff back in. And now for some items. Yeah, so Bandit's Knife is actually probably one of the best weapons you can get to kill that stray demon. And that's just because you're using such low amounts of stamina. You can get in a good, like, 4 or 5 hits, which is a bleed, on the Bandit Dagger. And then you can roll away safely without having to worry about being hit by that blast that we were talking about. And wait a second, how do I have the Dragon Crest? Oh, that's the Dragon Crest shield. The Spider Shield actually does have a really awesome effect, so I actually do need to keep that with me. And I'm not using the Balder Side Shield. That's interesting. Well, I'm going to put it away if I'm not using it. That's how long it's been, guys. I have not played this game in so long. I know that I can do something with this, but I don't know what I get, so I'm not gonna. Anybody feel free in the comments to leave me a message on what I'm missing. Normally I also save this area. This area is, I would not consider early game friendly. I'm sorry for this inventory management. Did not expect this to take this long to do. But now we can put the barb sword away as well. Keep all those. This is what I was looking for. And I had it in my inventory the entire time. What gloves am I wearing if I'm not wearing any of the Balder set? That's interesting. Put that away. Saw something. I'm wearing this stuff. Not the gloves, though. I hate having, like, I'm wearing black leather. Why am I wearing black leather gloves? Should not be. I should be wearing the Elite Night gloves, I think. Night gloves are also 6. Interesting. In terms of, like, early game starting gear as well as end game gear, if you guys are looking for a suit of armor to really commit to, the Knight or the Elite Knight set are both really amazing sets that you can get really early on and really buff up. If you're more of a defensive player, or if you don't know what weapon you want to play with yet, but you want a solid set of armor, I think you do get a fat roll, like 10 pounds for the bodysuit. That's pretty freaking heavy, and that's 11.7, so 12 pounds. That is pretty heavy, so you will be experiencing fat roll, but if you want a great amount of poise as well as defense, they are pretty amazing sets that I will encourage. Put away a bunch of these rings because I'm not going to be using them for a while. Alright, let's go clear the rest of this area. Sorry. So here, we don't get our shield anymore, but that's because we have a new shield. Now, unfortunately, these Black Knights will not respawn, so if you're looking to get a drop off of them... Oh, crap, I'm looking to get a drop off of you. Crap, I want my humanity back. Alright, time to chicken out. Also, a cool mechanic in this game is that these are a non-respawnable enemy. So as you can see, I'm going to rest here at the bonfire, and he's not going to disappear, and he actually might chase me quite a ways. I actually don't know where his aggro radius ends. But just out of curiosity, oh well, didn't fall. Just out of the circumstance that... That's not the ladder. It's the ladder. Ladder, wrong wall. Just out of circumstance, if you're looking to get a Black Knight drop like his sword or his shield, which I'm a huge fan of the shield, make sure that you have the humanity for it, or I normally come back here much later after getting an item, which helps. So here we're going to take advantage of his thrusting attack, because I did not realize it was that low. But now we're just going to abuse game mechanics And, if they're in the game, it means you're probably supposed to abuse them. And, with the tell on that swing, he brings that all the way back up over his shoulder to swing it. But there we go. Got the Black Knight Greatsword. Or the Black Knight Sword, which I would like to use. It was not the weapon I'm looking for, but I do like the weapon. I really like the Black Knight weapons. And there's a bunch of different weapons. There's a halberd, which I don't believe I got, but maybe I did. But here, if we come back to our old cell, we get the Peculiar Doll, which is the biggest reason that you're probably going to come back here. There are two other reasons. Now, this is a secret area to the game, so none of these items are required. However, there are secret items in here that give you such a huge benefit, there's really no reason not to come back here and get them. So that is precisely what we're going to do. I'm really happy that I got that sword, though, because I did want to play with it. Now here, if you also remember, there's a way for us to go up. Did he aggro already? Alright, I don't think he aggroed yet. There's somebody that we need to fight, and sometimes if you're wearing heavy armor, he can aggro in that area. So be warned about that, or I might be hearing this guy. Yeah, I saw you. I'm trying to hide around the corner. Come on, I kick you. Oh gosh, that was way behind. Here's the other thing, too, that I recommend for parrying, because I have gotten a lot of views on my parrying video. I can't believe that that counted as a dodge. Oh gosh, what's hitting me? That guy was in the main room. Okay. In terms of oh, this could be bad. In terms of parrying, sorry. I thought I heard another hollow sneaking up on me. If you miss your first parry, don't freak out and don't just spam your parry button over and over again. Time it out. That is my biggest advice, is wait for that hand to appear and just sit there waiting for it until they swing. There you saw I missed my first parry pretty badly, and then my second parry was just spot on. Just waited for that backhand swing of his. Oh look, it's the guy who let us out and he gave us the Estus flasks. Hey man, I got your Estus flasks right here. They taste great. Oh gosh. Did he just strike me? Unfortunately, guys, in Dark Souls, people have a tendency to go mad. So here, you do have to be slightly careful, but what I would recommend is if he two-hands his weapon, look out for the attack, but get as offensive as you can. When somebody two-hands a weapon, a sword, a mace, or anything like that, they actually put themselves at a very big risk of taking lots of damage. So there I used my thrusting damage to take full advantage of him. If you notice, I don't think I swung a regular swing ever. But here we get the crest shield. So we already got the grass crest shield. We already got the... I put it away. The dragon crest shield, which is fire-based. The crest shield is magic-based. If you want a extremely low parameter requirement shield, and probably, in my opinion, the best one in the game, the crest shield is going to be one of the best ones. It's amazing for PvP. It has lots of uses versus certain bosses, or certain just regular enemies throughout the game. And if you look at the stats on it, it's pretty solid across the entire board. It's definitely one of the better, lighter shields in the game at only 3 pounds. The only real weakness to it is its stability. Stability at 55, and that's not that bad for what it is, the crest shield. It's actually really good. But you're not going to be looking to necessarily block a lot of attacks, but if you do need to block, it is probably one of the more reliable shields to block with. So yes, we finished killing him. I just learned originally that his name was intended to be Oscar, but something changed. But here, Dark Souls, guys, it's a Souls game, expect traps to be there always. And I'm drinking flasks like it's my job. But we have one last piece of equipment to get. So we got the Peculiar Doll, which is one huge item. But that actually leads to another area in the game. So that's what the Peculiar Doll is for, and I will show that off at a later time. But what would be the point in coming back to the tutorial area unless they hid something treasure-wise that was worth coming back here for? Now, obviously, I got the Black Knight Greatsword, so I'm pretty happy that I just got a new weapon. I got some red chunks, which I will have to show those off with those two later. Missed the backstab on that. But here, guys, if you remember, there was a locked door. So we're just going to get our lady walk on, and a boom. These spear guys, I don't know if their AI got updated, but I've found them to be a lot more aggressive, and I find that to be the easiest combo. With any weapon, any setup, really, in the game. If you kick their shield open, you can just instantly R2 and usually get the kill off on them. But we get the Rusted Iron Ring, and we will find out what that does in a next video. So until then, ladies and gentlemen, ta-ta.